What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Cowboys Corner, fifth quarter Cowboys Eshawn show, the half table show in full effect. We're missing our guy, Cowboys champ and Dallas Cowboy fan 1980. But guess where he's at? He's in the comment section. So big shout out, man. Let's talk to these Cowboys, man. While these things are going in, let's start real easy. No, I'm just kidding. Ain't nothing easy around here, fifth quarter. Let's get into this contract. Joey Bosa, he's a 49er. He just got paid a lot of money, all right? A lot of money. And so what we're looking at here is Micah Parsons is on deck, all right? CeeDee Lamb is on deck. Dak Prescott extension is on deck, but I got something for you. I did a little bit of research before the show. I got some tea, and it's on ice. All right? Okay. So who's the odd man out, fifth quarter Cowboys? Parsons, out of those Lamb, or Dak, or can the Cowboys manage to do all three?
No, because I'm gonna tell you why. With Lamb, it's his first pay, so you got to pay Lamb. Parsons, you got to pay Parsons. Dak is gonna be egotistical just because they brought in another first rounder and gonna want a lot of money. Because Dak not gonna take backup money or anything less than he feel his talent is at this state in his career. When he know a first round is behind him. So he going to feel like, y'all not going to pay me pennies and push me out the door. He's going to want his time there being worth it. He don't want to feel like, y'all going to pay me this, I can get injured, and y'all can sit me down and just throw me away because y'all got this first rounder. No, him and his agent are going to still want top dollar because of where the market is and the numbers he have produced this time. Because I feel like that's going to really have a good year. I feel like he's going to have a good year this year. He's going to put up good numbers. And they're gonna try to use that as leverage, and they're not gonna fold. Dak's probably gonna go.
Eshawn.
So he's the odd man out to me.
Dak Prescott, odd man out. Eshawn, Parsons, Lamb, Dak. Who's the odd man out, and can they get all three done?
Ooh, it's a good question, Cowboys Corner. Can they? Yes. Will they? No. And I say this in this respect. If we're judging those players on an equal playing field, obviously you got to pay CD, you got to pay Micah. And I'm with fifth quarter in a sense that, I mean, Dak's ego will probably take over. I agree with him on that. The only thing is I mean, for Dak, it all comes down to how he plays this year, in my opinion, for any sort of a contract discussion for him to come up with him. But who's the odd man out, to answer your question? I agree that it's Dak, in the sense that, I mean, I would be very surprised if they don't pay CD. I'd be very surprised if they don't pay Micah. But this whole offseason, there's been this negative aura around Dak with everybody else. So in that respect, I feel like, I mean, if he doesn't come through this year, I mean, pertaining to a contract situation, I don't see him. I would be pissed off like nothing else if he gets paid again, regardless, I'll be honest. But if he stinks up and then he gets paid, it'll be a whole other situation. So, but I do think Dak's the odd man out because he has the most to lose, in my opinion, here.
So we got two Dak's out. All right, here's my take on it. All right, you look at the guys they paid. Trayvon Diggs, all right, Malik Hooker, Terrence Steele. They redid Zach Martin's deal, all right. Then you go into it and you say, oh, now Stephen Jones is the cap guru. Stephen Jones is the cap. You know, because of Stephen Jones, the Cowboys had a lot of dead money. You know, we're paying La'el Collins $8 million right now. This year, we're paying La'el Collins $8 million right now. Jeez. Because of bad deal Stephen Jones did. Jalen Smith just got off. The dead money books. All right, Dallas Cowboy fan 1980
in the house. Man, why I can't see my chat on my channel, man?
You can. You just got to figure out who's commented on your channel, crazy boy.
How would I know?
You're a pimp. Pull up your second phone.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep going.
So So you look at all the guys, right?
Mosh, what's up? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Cowboys are going to pay Micah. So then it boils down to CeeDee Lamb, and it boils down to Dak Prescott. Micah's going to be a Cowboy for life.
Right.
Okay. So you look at CeeDee Lamb, you look at Dak Prescott. CeeDee Lamb's coming into his own. It took him a little while, but he's getting there. Dak Prescott, y'all saying egotistical things can happen, yada yada yada. Y'all saying the right things. But here's the kicker: if Dak wants to play that, let's say he has a good year. Let's say he gets us to an NFC Championship game. Let's say we lose it, but we get there. They have Trey Lance in their back pocket. Developing him this whole season, getting the play calls down. He's doing the grease board. Mike McCarthy called him a beautiful. Okay, then you get into the offseason. Trey Lance, we're going to see where he's at. Now, here's the good kicker here. The Cowboys can designate Dak Prescott a post-June 1 cut. So that means on June 2nd, they can cut Dak Prescott, and they're able to save $34 million on the cap, and that contract is done.
Next June?
Next year, 2024. June 2nd, 2024, the Dallas Cowboys can cut Dak and be done with it. But you have to see, okay, did they draft a guy? How's Trey Lance development? Are they still building on the defense? Because if you look at a quarterback like Joe Flacco, the guy sucked, but his defense won him a Super Bowl. Nick Foles, he was a game manager for the playoffs. His defense got him and won him a Super Bowl. Colin Kaepernick wasn't the best quarterback. He was very shaky. That defense got him to a Super Bowl. All right? So Jerry's betting on I could pay Trey Lance $5 million. I can save $34 million by cutting Dak on June 2nd. But it all has to do with how do they invest in the quarterback situation and what's the progression like in Trey Lance. So the odd man out to answer the question, it's either going to be CeeDee Lamb or Dak Prescott. My money's on Prescott because you can still be like, look at the 49ers. They were able to pay Joey Bosa or whoever his name is, Bosa, all that money because their quarterback is making $934,000. That's why they're able to pay him that money.
Who's that quarterback, Brock Purdy?
Brock Purdy. He's making $934,000. They got, you look at their track record, they got the highest paid defensive end now. They got the third highest paid tight end. They got the third highest paid wide receiver. They're paying guys because their quarterback's only making $930,000.
But let me ask you this question, Cowboys Corner.
Yeah,
sorry. Go ahead. Where you?
No, I was going to ask you guys. You got anything to add to that?
Oh no, I was going to ask. I mean, but you're saying CeeDee, and I hear your points there. But don't you think there will be some sentimentality with Jerry to CeeDee? He's an 88, and he's born and bred here. So I know Dak was also bred here, but because of the sentimentality of the number, don't you? This is just me spitballing here because he has love for Dez as well as Mike Irvin, and so I this is just me spitballing and me asking a rebuttal. Don't you think that would almost, in a sense, guarantee his contract?
No, because it's a numbers game.
What's up, man, Mug?
They let Dez go, right?
Yeah,
they let Dez go after you know.
But
they let DeMarcus Ware go 120 sack. DeMarcus Ware leave and go win a Super Bowl with another team.
There's no way that they would keep Dak. Who's been a better offensive player in the past 2 years, Dak or CeeDee?
CeeDee, hands down. But I think really where I'm going at it with Dez, the thing is he already got his money 3-4 years in advance before they cut him. So that's really where my question was lying, was like they paid Dez. CeeDee hasn't even been paid yet. So but go ahead. That's really where my question was lying.
No, because it all depends on the books. Now, they can extend Dak, and they can make the cap hit. They can do it all. They can do all three. They can extend Dak, make that cap hit lower, whatever they got to do that. They could do that. Go ahead.
I don't even, okay, just for the sake of conversation, we got to have the talk, but It's just hard. Ice Man, what's up, Mimo? What's up? It's just hard for me to see him not being a part of this team.
Yeah, that's
who,
where
Lamb or Dak?
Lamb.
Dak.
Okay.
I'm talking about Dak. I don't see CD Lamb going anywhere. I don't see Dak going anywhere. I just feel like either they gonna. Here's the thing. Like, and I'm with you, Sean, on that 88 thing. Jerry Jones, he loves things. He try to make things matter and feel sentimental. CD Lamb is the star. When you have a star, CD Lamb is the star. CD Lamb, Dak, CD Lamb, Michael Parsons. I forgot who the top 5 jerseys is, but CD Lamb and Parsons been in that category the last 2 years. You got to have a star on offense, and it's not our quarterback. Tony Pollard is a quiet guy. He's not a larger-than-life guy like 21 was. He's low-key. He's a hard runner. He's a guy grab his lunch pail, his lunch bucket, and his work clothes, and he go to work. CD Lamb is flashy. He got the dreadlocks. He dance in the end zone. He always has some kind of fancy celebration. CD Lamb is a star. He's a star on offense. People love the 88 jersey. Dez has endorsed CD Lamb. Damn near every game he got on an 88 or a Michael Parsons jersey. CD Lamb is a star of that offense. He's the star of the receiving corps, and he's Dak number 1 guy, and he's not going nowhere. They will make it work with CD Lamb just because of the star power he brings to this team. And if Jerry loves anything more than winning, it's attention. And CD Lamb brings in numbers. He brings in sale. He's a high-fly receiver, crazy catches sometimes. And he's a good guy, man. And just for those things, I've seen Jerry keep other guys for way less. I don't see CD going nowhere. I don't think CD has anything to worry about because you're not going to point to another receiver on that team and say, well, we get rid of CD, we can keep him. Or Jerry's not going to go in the first round just to start over when you got a guy like CD that's been busting his ass, multiple 1,000-yard seasons. CD not going nowhere. His job is safe. And it's hard for me to see Dak going somewhere. I just don't know. But like you say, if anything, they'll do what you said and make it work. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to see. I don't even think CD's job is at stake, period. At all. Not a guy that hadn't even got paid yet, and he's been very, very productive. I don't see CD going anywhere.
Eshawn, you agree with that?
Yeah, no, that's where I was also going Cowboys corner was like, because I agree with you, Cowboys corner, in the sense that at the end of the day, it is a numbers game. You're 100% right there. So I don't disagree with you on that point. I just think, Jerry tends to pay people he's sentimental with. And that's proven for you know what I mean? So like that's where I was coming from. And so like that's kind of that's where my whole point was. And I agree as well that I don't. If you're asking me how I feel about whether any of these guys are going to leave, I doubt it, to be honest. When it comes to Dak, unless he actually leaves the building, I don't believe he will. But for the sake of your question, if I were to pick, I would say Dak was the one on that I would, but for that was my only rebuttal. But go ahead, Cowboys man.
What's up, agent? What's up, man? Hey, put me more comment on the screen. That is hilarious.
Go ahead and read it out loud for him.
I've even thinking about buying a jersey. My wife said, hell no, don't give Jerry no more money. That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. But so to my point, Cowboys corner, like, you don't think CD is that guy that on that? Okay, every team has that guy on offense, that just the larger than life type of guy, and CD is that guy on offense. It's not. What's the other boy name that tore his thing? What's the other boy name?
Michael Gallup.
It ain't him. Brandon Cooks, he quiet, he low key. He ain't like Jerry loved homegrown talent, and it's hard for him to get rid of homegrown talent. He just really don't do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I feel. What you think, though?
I think they can get all three done, but it's just if Dak Prescott wants to, be selfish in a way of $50 million to the tune of $50 million per year, Cowboys have an out. But it's all up to Mike McCarthy on how this Trey Lance thing progresses. I'm not saying that there's a lot of what ifs behind Trey Lance. There's a fuck ton of there's a F ton of what ifs around Trey Lance. but it's up to Mike Mosh, the quarterback guru. So let's kind of shift gears here. Cowboys.
You said Mike Mosh.
What now?
You said Mike
Mosh.
About what?
No, you just said Mike Mosh, the quarterback guru.
Oh, Mike McCarthy, the quarterback guru. Mike Mosh could be a quarterback guru too. Any jersey, any team, hit him up. He links in
he is the king of live screen 1980. That's a fact. Mike Mosh is the man. OG on YouTube for real. Let's roll.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and rest in peace to 8 Camel Toes. By the way, I just heard
for sure. Rest in peace for sure.
Yeah, I had good wars with 8 Camel Toes, so rest in peace to him. But changing gears here, let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Football Giants. Sunday Night Football, primetime, Eshawn. Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. And so we know who the team is now. We got the unofficial roster, the unofficial depth chart. We got all that now. What is your expectation? Thank you, Mama. What is your expectation for the defense in this game?
In this game, I think the defense is gonna. I think they'll play well. I do think they're gonna play well. I'm a big, like 1980, I'm a big week 1 guy. I think it's a tone setter. And so I do think the defense is going to show up. I do 100% think so. As far as a number, I have, that's to be determined. But I mean, I do think they're going to show up. Yeah.
So like they're going to show up, but who's going to show up?
That, if I were to, It's a good question, man. I can't tell you right now because I am not into prediction stuff. But for the sake of your question, I'll say I think Michael will show up. I'll throw that out there. I think Michael will show up.
Outside of Micah Parsons.
Outside of Micah. Let's see. Maybe D-Law. I'll say D-Law.
That's a good one. Good vet there. And DeMarcus Lawrence. So on defense side of the ball, I mean, Donovan Wilson, he's not practicing today, but he could be practicing later on in the week. That's going to be a big thing for us of injuries. So we got to have, Dono out there making play. He's our hard-hitting safety. He plays in the box. Him and Jaron Kearse are just him and Jaron Kearse are really good together. That strong safety linebacker position. Marquise Bell going into there. And Marquise Bell going into there and, playing that linebacker spot. Somebody said, I think we're going to struggle at linebacker. It was Mean Mug 44. He said, I think we're going to struggle at linebacker. With the addition of Marquise Bell, Leighton Vander Esch, Damone Clark, I think it's hard to struggle. I mean, Mug, not to discredit your comment, but, we've seen what Damone Clark's capable of. We've seen what Leighton Vander Esch is capable of with the good front four in front of him, right? So we're going to be able to see that as a whole Sunday night with a healthy Damone Clark. Damone Clark came in late last year. He had, he had the spinal surgery, the spinal fusion, and he came in late. So we're going to see a healthy offseason Damone Clark. This was his first. He's a second-year player, but this is his second year. This is his first offseason into his second year. So I'm looking for Damone Clark and Leighton Vander Esch. Don't let the overshown injury diminish what Damone Clark, Leighton Vander Esch, and what Marquise Bell is all about. Fifth quarter, can you hear us?
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
We hear you.
We can hear you.
Fuck. Sorry. That's one.
Do you got your camera turned off or what?
Oh, it's not. You can't see me with John Cena stuff. Y'all can't see me.
Now we can see you. There we go. So I asked Eshawn. I just spoke on it. What's the expectation of defense outside of Micah Parsons? Who's going to show up?
Damone Clark gonna be a big part of that. Damone Clark is gonna be a big part. He's gonna play a big role. He's probably gonna have a lot more snaps because of what Overshown situation. Marquise Bell coming through is gonna help out a lot. I think a lot of people think our linebacker core won't be as sturdy as they would be because of Overshown, but we still have veteran. Don't forget about Leighton Vander Esch. We still got veteran guys on that team that's going to show the younger guys what to do. And as the season goes on, man, you're going to see a lot of Damone Clark, and he's a pretty good linebacker, man. I don't have any issues with the linebacker core. It's gonna be solid. They all speedy guys. None of them really. They all lengthy guys. I'm not worried about my only thing has always been that front line, man. Yeah. That's always been my thing. Even with Mozzie Smith, he's a rookie. Like it's just always been we've never besides DeMarcus Lawrence, and we never had anything really special about our front line. Teams have always been able to run on us, man.
Yeah,
they team has like if we stop them in the air, they're gonna gut us on the ground. Yeah, and the thing about the Cowboys, when we get gutted bad.
Yeah.
It be bad, and that's always been my thing. And it's times where you see DeMarcus Lawrence making tackles where the linebacker's supposed to make tackles at, or you see him making tackles where the inside guy was supposed to stop the running back. It's just that's always been my thing, just right there, bro. Like if we had an elite front line on that deep, oh my God, because the back end always handle theirs. The back end always, when you look at it right now, with you got the veteran coming over, you got Gilly coming over, you got Trayvon Diggs, he take risks, but people just hate on him a lot, but he's a good covering corner, man. If he don't take a risk and try to jump a route, you really not gonna catch a lot of balls on him.
Yeah.
Gilly, of course, the veteran. Leighton Vander Esch, the veteran, who's really good. We know what Parsons is. Like I said, Damone Clark. My thing just always been it's hard. We can't never really stop the run. We can't never really stop it, bro. I don't know what it is. It don't matter what when this is our first time probably drafting a D lineman first round, and I don't know when.
Yeah.
But
Russell Maryland.
It's just hard, man. The last time we had our interior doing something really, really good, it was 2016 when Terrell McClain and Mr. Toe was what's his name? Malik Collins was on the inside, man. Yeah, and so everything else pretty solid, bro. It's just that running game. It's like no matter what we do.
Yeah.
It's like no matter what we do, we've tried everything. Going back to when we tried to prepare, and it's like we got Trey Lance to prepare for running quarterback. It's not going to mean nothing. Just because he can run, that don't mean he can actually mimic the talent of a quarterback. It's like when we thought we was going to let Jamil Showers mimic Russell Wilson, and it didn't matter. A lot of folks don't remember that. A lot of folks don't know who Jamil Showers is. But can't judge anyone after one game. So yeah, for me, it's just with the guy being a rookie, he has a lot to learn. D-Law can't cover the whole field by himself. I don't know why we still got Nevin gallon of milk for. Odigizua is a solid player.
That's what I wanted to get to next.
He's a solid
player. A year 3 player, right? A year 3 jump.
Uh-huh.
David Smith says Osa has 10 plus sacks this season. Is that a bold statement, 5th quarter? Is that a bold statement, or is that realistic?
Bold. That is bold.
That's bold, man, because a lot of times it's not his job.
Right.
Most of Odigizua sacks came from when the quarterback was scrambling and didn't have nobody open, and he just so happened to get to him.
Yeah, right.
Those were most of Odigizua sacks, and that's a good thing. And I would love to see 10 sacks, but most of his sacks weren't him pursuing the quarterback from the snap of the ball. It was the guy back there scrambling, and Odigizua just so happened to get to him. Now, there have been times where he's got back there and did that, but I say no because I don't think it's his job. You're going to see a lot of that from Michael Parsons. You're going to see a lot of that from Parsons, and Parsons getting double could free up Odigizua or somebody else to do it, but those guys are interior guys that are pretty much mixed to stop the run, And sometimes I hope Jonathan Hankin, big fat, I hope he because he did pretty good last year. And what the hell is Carlos Watkins? Did we get rid of him?
I think so.
Yes.
Ober wouldn't even be on the team after last year. If Mozzie and Hankins takes up blocks, he gets there. If Mozzie and Hankins. But would he be in the game if Mozzie and Hankins is in the game? I don't know if Odiggy's in the game if Mozzie and Hankins is in the game.
No, he's saying that Mozzie and Hankins are the ones to stop the run. I get what he's saying.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, okay, I read that. I got you. Why did we not keep Bohanna but bro? Don't get me. Hey, Iceman, bro, your guess better than mine. He said, why did we not keep Bohanna but we kept Gallimore? We kept Gallon of milk. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Odiggy Zua did good last year. LVE, he said LVE. Yeah, LVE, yeah, he's a veteran. If he can stay healthy, man, LVE is a veteran, bro. If he can stay healthy, he's gonna do his job. LVE's gonna do his job. He had that down year, him and Smith, but he got the smarts of it now. He's a veteran, solid linebacker now. He's a solid linebacker now that's getting the smart. He getting that Sean Lee brain. He ain't got that Sean Lee brain. He getting that Sean Lee brain. He getting to it, man. And that's what I like about LVE. Now he's focused on that field. When the ball snaps, he finally knows where to go. He don't shoot the wrong gaps no more. I love LVE and what he brings to that linebacker core. He's a veteran. And I love that about LVE. I love letting Van Der Esch play now, man, you know. So, yeah, man, I honestly, that defense, the only thing that scares me is them not being able to stop the run game, bro. And I feel like that's what a lot of teams, and they always get us. They're like, oh, y'all want to say, we're going to go side to side on y'all. Y'all out of shape, fat ass linemen can't keep up with us. And not so much out of shape, just ain't conditioned. And they be out there heathen. They said fatigues make cowards of us all, and they be tired. So it's just that run game I be worried about, brother. Everything else, I'm not worried. Only way we lose is we fuck up. I agree with that weapon X88. I agree with that. We can only beat ourselves because we got the talent. We always have the talent here. We just gonna see how it goes, man. I saw somebody earlier said Dak might do better without Kellen Moore. I can see that.
I can see that, but I mean,
see that. Interception, fumbles. Yeah, man. Well, I ain't too much worried about the fumbles. I'm to be honest with you, I don't think Prescott is going to throw double-digit interception this year because I think Mike McCarthy is going to call a different game.
I hope you're right.
I think Mike McCarthy is going to call a completely different game. This is not going to be a pass-happy team this year. You can bet that.
Really hope you're right about that.
They are not going to be a pass-happy team. And if it won't be none of them big-ass passes downfield where Prescott is throwing double coverage. And Mike McCarthy is going to call a different, safe game this year. I guarantee it. I told Cowboys earlier, I think
hold on, fifth quarter. Go ahead, Cowboys.
So, back to the Odiggy Zua comment. I haven't got the chance to speak on it yet. I don't think Eshawn has yet either. I think it's possible because Odiggy Zua plays the 3 technique. He plays the 3 technique. 1 tech, that's where you get your one stoppers, right? Hankins, Mozzie Smith. Osa playing that 3. It's the position Aaron Donald plays, all right? Aaron Donald, monster at the 3 tech position. So you look at it, I think it's real. I think it going into year 3 for Osa, I think it's very possible. Eshawn, touch on that real quick.
I do think with his development, I do 100% think he's going to improve. Pertaining to a 10-sack season, that is a pretty bold statement, I'll be honest. I think he is going to have somewhere between 6 to 9 sacks, if I were to put a number to it, which is still good. I mean, because like I agree with what fifth quarter was saying in a sense that that's not necessarily his job to just bull rush quarterbacks, right? He's more of like the run stopper. So if he has 10 sacks, I mean, shit, that's awesome. But I mean, more power to him and more power to us. It'll help the team, of course. But I am not sure, to be honest. I think he's going to have somewhere between 6 to 9. It's possible. I do think that he can. I just don't know if he's going to because of it. That's not necessarily his job. But that's where my position lies.
Real quick, we'll switch gears to offense in just 1 second. Jordan Lewis made the team coming off the foot injury. He broke his foot making an interception last year. Yeah. All right. Come in here, rehab, been benched all off season. And then he's making the team. He's not on PUB. He's on the active roster. Eshawn, what does Jordan Lewis have left in the tank, you think?
What does he have left in the tank? it's to be determined, man, in my opinion, because I mean, granted, a foot. He because of his injury, he didn't play, right? So, to be honest, I'm not sure because I think he can play well this year. My only thing is, I mean, like a foot injury is a pretty for a cornerback, especially. That's a pretty significant injury, I would say. So, will he bounce back, quote unquote? I really don't. I'm up in the air, man. Like you can see, I'm like waffling a little bit, but I think he's gonna have a solid year. As far as bouncing back, I'm a little bit up in the air about it, so I can't necessarily answer that question right now. But for a prediction, I think he's gonna have, to cower on your answer, a solid year. So, but yeah, that's kind of, I'm up in the air about it right now, to be honest with you, man. So that's
fifth quarter.
Yeah.
Jordan Lewis, what does he have left in the tank before we switch over to offense? Big shout out to Coach Dante.
I don't think we'll have
Coach Dante.
I don't think he'll see the feeling of the show what he got.
Oh, okay.
You don't think he's going to be playing?
I don't think he's going to see the feeling enough to, put on like a crazy spectacle to have, crazy numbers. I think you'll see Jordan Lewis every now and then, but I don't think he's not going to be the starting slot corner. It's not going to be none of that. You'll probably see Jordan Lewis on special team more than anything. He's not going to be out there on the field a lot covering. He's not. He's not. I don't even think he's mentally ready because the dude was deep in depression last year once he got injured, and a lot of the teammates kept him up and kept his head in the game. I just don't think we'll see a lot of J. Lou this year, honestly, bro. I don't think you'll see enough of him to. Joe Lewis is one of them guys where mid-season he'll get a good pick. You be like, I forgot he was on the team. Not saying he's not a good player because he's had his ups and downs. One of my favorite picks for him when he picked off that boy down in New Orleans, Drew Brees, that one year to end that game.
He was telling MG.
Yeah, he was doing that. Yeah, so that was one of my favorite things from J. Lou. But I don't think we'll really see him enough for it to be a standout. You'll see more DaRon Bland. DaRon Bland might be a starter now. You'll see more DaRon Bland than you will J. Lou, I promise you.
No, I feel it. I just need may the best slot corner win, right? Whether that's DaRon Bland or whether that's Jordan Lewis.
Okay, I agree with that.
But if Jordan Lewis can bring that dog, but DaRon Bland led the team in interceptions last year as a rookie,
right?
With 5.
Right.
We're talking about year 2. We're talking about a year 2 of understanding the concept of the game. Where I don't want to hop too much on the. I know we're going to switch the offense.
Yeah. But no, it's insane. But what were we going to say? Fifth quarter? Shit, it's freaking Friday.
No, I was just saying. I don't. You got DaRon Bland on year 2. You know what I'm saying? He not only can he intercept, he can tackle.
Yeah.
DaRon Bland can tackle. He's a good. That's a dog. He fights for that ball. He takes risk. You know what I'm saying? He takes risk of getting a PI. He don't care.
Right.
And damn near, but a few interceptions, he just bullied the guy. Like, man, give me this. He just jumped in front of the guy. Give me this, bro. This mine. Like, I like DaRon Bland, man. And like you said, it could be the best slot corner win. But, I do feel like he has an edge on Jordan Lewis. I feel like he has an edge on. I feel like he's a little more determined and have a little more dog in him than J. Lou. And I like J. Lou, but DaRon Bland is one of those players that you got to be like, damn, this dude here. He ain't one of those players where you, like, oh, there he is. Nah, he out there and you waiting on him to make a play versus Jordan Lewis, who, has a tough time with tight ends, as history shows.
Moving over to offense. We talked about our expectations for this defense game, right? Moving over to offense. I'm not talking about the Cowboys offense. I'm talking about the New York Giants offense, all right?
I agree, David Smith. Go ahead.
Saquon Barkley, Daniel Jones. They got a couple of wide receivers over there. Do they really pose a threat? That Giants team, they really pose a threat with their offense with what the trajectory of this defense can be? What do you think, Eshawn?
Yes and no. Yes and no. I say no because I don't think Daniel Jones is that good.
Thank you.
But I know because he got his money, people want to fucking hail him as King Tut, but I don't think he's that good. But I mean, so that's where I would say no. Where I would say yes is I still think they're a solid enough team to have, we shouldn't be sleeping on them is my point. I mean, just because we've beaten them a lot, that doesn't mean we can take them for granted either. So that's where I would say yes. But go ahead, Cowboys Corner. I see the face you're making.
No. I'm scratching my foot. Fifth quarter, what you think?
That was a time to where, not too long, like when them boys first came in the league, Zeke and all those guys, that was a time to where the running back could really win the game. That was a time where you can really count on your running back to carry a team. And that's just not the case anymore. And that's what they would need to beat us. Saquon would have to carry them to a victory because I'm not worried about Daniel Dimes. Somebody said Danny Dollar Tree. I'm not worried about him.
Yeah.
Saquon is a generational talent. He is. He dude legs. I don't know. Dude is so strong, man.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, everybody runs out of gas, and you can't do it for 4 quarters. I don't care how talented you are, how conditioned you are. After a few hits and running from guys, you get worn down, man, and that's when you got to rely on your quarterback arm, and that's when I think they would lose. Saquon is going to do his numbers, but he can't do it by himself, and that team is overrated, just like the other team in our division is overrated. I'm not going to say their name because probably some of their fans in the chat, and I ain't got time for them tonight.
Fuck the Eagles. That's too.
They overrated, just like this other team in our division overrated, and I don't think they would. They're not gonna. They can't stop our offense. They can't stop our offense. They're overrated. Saquon is gonna do his numbers, but he can't do it by himself. I know who their receivers are, but it's just not gonna be enough for the Cowboys. Honestly, it's probably gonna be a little fun, a little competitive, but overall, we'll come out on top and we'll probably win, probably by 2 scores.
So here's my thing with their offense and my defense. All right. Their offense has Danny Nichols can run. All right. Saquon can run. And they got some speedy wide receivers. What I don't want our defense to do is buy in to RPOs. Because the Philadelphia Eagles did that against our defense when Cooper Rush was in the game, and our defense ate it up. They were falling for it every time. So I don't want this defense to fall into the RPO trap just because Danny Nichols can run. And obviously you have to stay disciplined on the outside edges with Saquon Barkley. Can this defense do that? That's what we're going to have to see. Now, their offense can move the ball at our defense if our defense falls for that RPO bullcrap like the Philadelphia did against the Cooper Rush game. So that's my only concern there. Let's talk about our offense, all right? We got Wacky Dacky Picky Scotty. We got Tony Pollard as RB1 now. We got Jake Ferguson as tight end 1 now. We got Brandon Cooks as a wide receiver number 2, number 3 now. Jalen Tolbert, it looked like the light bulb came on. I want to see that light bulb turn on with Dak Prescott, not with Cooper Rush or with Will Greer. I want to see what he can do with Dak Prescott. We didn't see that. We just seen that with other guys that he's very familiar with. All right. Can we see that consistency with Dak at the helm? We got offensive line. We got Terrence Steele paid coming off an ACL. We got Tyron Smith coming off umpteen injuries. Tyler Smith with the hamstring. Right? What's the expectation here, Eshawn, for this offense? For this game?
Yes, yeah. Shit, man. I mean, because here's the thing, right?
That's one.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, see, the reason why I'm hesitant, man, is because going into any game, we really don't know how Dak is going to play, man. And the sad truth is we have talent loaded on our offense, but if he can't produce, it will not amount to anything. And that's been shown in all of our losses. Any loss that we've had, we can and almost directly point it to him in some capacity. So what are my expectations of this game from the offense? I really don't. I mean, I expect us, because it's the Giants, I think we'll show up against the Giants. But even that, I'm hesitant about. Just because I'm not sure about Dak's consistency is just too much for me to have expectations going into any game, no matter what the competition. So I do think to answer your question directly, I do think we'll play well on offense, but I cannot say that for definite, if that makes any sense. So that's where my answer would be.
Fifth quarter. What's your expectation as a whole with everything I just broke down with their offense?
I just want to see some connections. I want to see the O-line, connecting with each other. I want to see that connected with our receivers. I want to see good runs from my running backs. Of course, I want to win the game, but most of all, I want it to be a field game. I want to win, but I want to see connections with this team because, like we said before, we never know what our identity is. Can we finally figure out something? Can we finally figure out what this team identity is? I don't expect nothing spectacular. I want to see consistent passes, accurate passes. I want to see Dak on the same accord with his receivers. I want our cornerbacks to look good. I just want a sound game from this team. You know what I'm saying? That's all I say. A fill-out game, man. I'm not expecting nothing too crazy, bro. A win is a win. I want Dak to have good connection with the receivers, the tight end. I want to see good blocking by the tight end when it's necessary. I want our running backs to know how to pick up blitz. Like, I'm looking for all the sound things that makes a play successful, because the small things can sometimes mess up a whole drive, man. And that's what I'm looking for this year. It's just no excuse. This team has been together forever. Mike McCarthy is on year 3. Like, we just need to see something sound, man, and that's what I'm looking for this Sunday, man. Unfortunately, I will be able to see this game Sunday. I will not have to work Sunday night, so I will see this game. And
he called in.
I did not call. I would never miss money for that. No, I didn't. I just want to see a sound game, bro. I'm really gonna pay attention to details this game. I'm not just gonna look for big plays. I'm really gonna see the type of connection they have. I want to see Deuce Vaughn, if he understands the playbook. Can he get away from them little arm tackles that I saw him in the last preseason game? That's big. That is big. Yard losses. Don't come in this game starting the year out with freaking penalties. I almost cursed. With bad penalties, man, that's a big thing with this team, and it always has been, even under the Jason Garrett regime. Penalties. The team has never been disciplined. So that's what I'm looking for on offense. I want to see a different team. I want to watch that game and see a different team than the past 2 years. I want to see a better team and a different team.
Yeah.
And one thing I did fail to mention, I was breaking down the offense, is Mike McCarthy's now the play caller.
Right.
We got Schottenheimer over there sitting on the sidelines playing clipboard man. I ain't going to call him an offensive coordinator because he ain't calling the damn plays. That's 3. He ain't calling the plays. So
Can I just acknowledge that it's really 3 shades of brown on this live screen? Go ahead.
3 shades of brown. Yeah, there's 3 shades of brown for sure.
And it's 3 different ethnicities. So
I didn't even think about that. That's funny.
You got the best in here won't like this. Anyway,
that's funny.
No, man. Expectations this game. I want to see what Rico Dowdle can do. I know what Tony Pollard can do.
Okay.
Deuce Vaughn's probably not going to get a lot of snaps.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree.
Hunter Loopy, or whatever his name is, Lupeck, what I don't know. He's the fullback, turn running back, turn tight end, turn quarterback. I don't know what he is. All right. So I don't think he might get more carries than Deuce Vaughn. But someone's going to be inactive, and I think Deuce Vaughn's going to be inactive in this game. I think, and here's why: if Tyler Smith is going to be hurt this game, you need all the blocking you can get. You can't put 5'5" Deuce Vaughn in there to block. So your fullback, tight end, running back, quarterback, Hunter, he's going to be active because you're going to need his size to block you. But if Tyler Smith can go in there, you might see vice versa roles on that. I'm looking for Brandon Cooks. All right. You're talking about a guy that's very consistent, hitting 1,000 yards. All right. Can Brandon Cooks be consistent wearing a star on his helmet? Can Michael Gallup come back? And Mike Moss said you can't really, see a lot, but you can really see a lot in one game.
Yeah. Right.
What's Michael Gallup going to look like? What's Brandon Cooks going to look like wearing a star on his helmet? Is CeeDee Lamb back to CeeDee Lamb form? Or are we going to see a slow CeeDee Lamb, and by week 5, then we'll see mid-form CeeDee Lamb?
Oh, that's why he did that last year.
Yes. So I want to see how this offense starts. One thing that we never really did under Kellen Moore, but maybe 3 or 4 times, is score on the first drive of the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you win the coin toss and you say we want to receive the ball, you got to score. You have to score.
Yep.
I don't want to Steve, our field goal kicker.
Exactly.
All right. I don't want to have to depend on him because we're stinking it up in the red zone. I want efficient red zone. We got a 6'6" tight end named Schoonmaker. All right. Let's use him. We got Jake Ferguson. Let's use him. Someone called Ferguson Dak's go-to guy, and that's what it's going to be, and that's what we need, right? I need a hinder shot to be hinder shot. All right, I need him to take all his shots and run with it. All right, I don't need him to hinder on his shots. I need him to take advantage of his shots. That's what I need him to do. All right. So, having said all that, expectation is Dak should be able to get 300 yards. Tony Pollard should be able to get a buck easy all day. And we should be winning this game 35-13, period. That's where we should be. If this offense can average 30 points a game, minus the 49ers game last year, then we should be able to put up 35 on these nasty, stinking Giants.
But you see what you're saying, Cowboys corners should. That's my problem. Should. We're not that's the only that's why my answer was so I guess up in the air and stuff, because we say we should play well, we should do this going into almost every game, but we don't really know how we don't know how Dak's going to play, man. He should have 300 yards. I 100% agree with you, but he can just as easily have 150 and throw 2 interceptions, even against the Giants. So that's kind of where that's only where I was going at. But go ahead, man.
No, time of possession's key. This offense, with this running back situation, Rico Dowdle, 5th quarter. Let me ask you this: who can? I'm looking at the running back roster: Pollard, Dowdle, Vaughn, Hunter. Who can replace Zeke? Or do you need multiple guys to replace Zeke?
Man, you know what? I'm gonna say something crazy.
Let me hear it.
I don't know what it is, but sometimes Rico Dowdle look more explosive than Pollard. Now, I'm not saying he should be the starter, but at points, he's looked more explosive. He looks stronger. And I felt like if he knew, if he had the mind like Zeke as far as football knowledge, he would be a starter somewhere. And I say that.
Healthy.
Yeah, I say that to say Pollard, of course, is always going to be a starter because he's been with this team so long. He knows this playbook inside out. He know the offensive lineman. He's a guy. He's hard to take down. So nobody's going to take his spot. And we don't need nobody to fill in a Zeke spot, because it's not like that in the NFL, man. You don't need, I got to beat it. No, I just need a running back that knows the playbook, knows when to, come in and step in and help out on the blitz, a sound running back. And Tony Pollard is that. It's just, how is his body after this injury? Excuse me. How's his body after this injury? If he's 100% healthy, I got complete faith in him. And the Cowboys, I'm pretty sure they would choose who they feel should be the number 2. You made a good point about the Deuce Vaughn thing. You might be right by him. Rico Dowdle definitely may be number 2. But yeah, you don't need a Zeke replacement. Hell, we saw last year Pollard had a better year than Zeke. We already had it, bro. We just had to figure out the situation. You know, they offered him money. He said he felt he can go somewhere else and get more. I don't know if he did. I don't know if the Patriots gave him more than we offered him, but. And I'm not saying, and Pollard could have had that good year because Zeke could have, you know, had the defense wore down. We don't know what Pollard gonna look like as a full-time running back.
Yeah.
Respectfully,
we don't know what Tony.
We're about to be wrapping it up. I'm sorry, brother.
15 minutes. I'm gonna go with. I gotta go at 9 o'clock. We don't know what Pollard gonna look like taking the snap, that many snaps like Zeke would take. We don't know if he could take those. We don't know. He has a smaller frame. He's already been hurt. So, man, I don't know. I did a nice stream the other day. Damn, Mosh, you should have told her. Cowboys champ, bro. I sent you the link an hour ago. I'm about to get all work. Oh, don't trip, bro. We'll be back pretty Freaky Friday. But it's up in the air as far as, you know, like what Pollard's going to. He's our number one, but shit, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Eshawn, where can they find you, brother?
Well, I mean, I'm not a Dallas Cowboys YouTuber.
You are now, goddamn. That's four.
Hey, you need a channel, bro. You need a channel, man.
Because these two guys let me hop on. I hop on. It's always fun talking with them. But for those people who do not know who I am a filmmaker. I write and I direct and I produce movies. So I do have a channel. I'll drop the link for that.
Yeah, drop the link to your channel. Cowboys champ that Pollard is not our bell cow. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy. Where do I put this?
Are we doing a Freaky Friday show, fifth quarter?
We're doing a Freaky Friday for sure. My lady was sick last week, y'all. I'm sorry. She was at work unresponsive, and it's been a tough weekend, man. So we back this week.
I put it in the private stream because I was not able to comment upon the main one. So if you can do that for me, I'd appreciate that.
Roll up. Oh, hold up now. Hold up. He said Cowboys champ feel like Rojo is the bell cow.
Rojo suspended.
Just 2 games, though.
Is he suspended? Yeah.
Rojo ain't gonna be on this team. Rojo
You
gonna
don't
be
think
rolling
so?
his ass right out of here, sipping some Joe.
I don't know, man. They said Rojo had a decent camp, bro.
Rojo was hurt most of camp. Why y'all getting that info?
Yeah,
Sources, trust me, bro.
Cowboy Jones gets cut as soon as he gets back. My 2 cents.
There
That's what Marsh said. There you go. There goes his channel. Subscribe to his channel, please. Everybody in here. He makes porno movies. No, that's a joke. He doesn't make pornos.
He makes them.
Probably his personal stash.
Never would I make a porno, man. Are you kidding me?
Oh, I know you wouldn't. Boy. Hey.
You know how to get all them angles.
You know, hey. Well, his mama would, boy.
Oh, my mom would absolutely like.
I know.
Here's the funny thing.
Why would she watch it?
No, here's the funny thing. It's so against who I am that I don't even know how she would react.
Right.
I mean, I'm pretty sure after the shock, she'd like take the belt out, but I mean, she'd be in shock for like a couple of like fucking weeks to months.
Right. Okay, Cowboys corner. Before we go, Cowboys corner. So you think Rojo is gone?
Rojo out of here.
Okay, Isha, you think Rojo gone?
Rojo out of here. Rojo with the homies.
I like that. A lot of people don't get that. That's old school movie from the 90s, man. R.I.P. to her. She dead, by the way.
Yeah, she did. R.I.P. Fifth quarter, where can they find you, man? Where can they find you, fifth quarter?
Find me at fifth quarter on Pornhub. No, that's a joke. Fifth quarter Cowboys on YouTube. Y'all know the vibe. We'll be back for Freaky Friday. Salute to Eshawn. Salute to my boy Cowboys corner. Cowboys champ. Be here Friday.
Yeah, man.
Dallas Cowboys fan 1980. I hope you're here Friday. Y'all know the vibe. We back for Freaky Friday, man. Salute to y'all.
Yeah, Cowboys Corner right here on YouTube. Cowboys Corner on everything. _ Cowboys Corner on the Elon Must Pay. Big shout out to you guys. Freaky Friday on a Wednesday, bringing it to you here on the Half Table Show. Cowboy Nation, are you in the Cowboys Corner? Peace.
Take care, guys.